It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we have Zaven Collins. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Texans and the Eagles under the lights on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 9 with a prime time. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Herbert to throw right away. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, it's Herbert. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, Charles, look, this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mixon running wide side. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. White's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 64 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, they'll run with White. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Texans at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. White looks to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
First down, here's White.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now White.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now White. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Cade York on now for the field goal.
That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
York able to send this one through.
And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away, and that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now White lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
clock running. Under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On second down, here's Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ballgame, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now White with a 1st down throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. White, now they set up the screen, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then you not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Takes it to about the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. White, now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense taking over again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. White looks to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there. And the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Now Herbert following the turnover. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 36, Herbert. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Coaches talk about completions of everything. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Herbert throwing again. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On first down, it's White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. White throwing after the interception. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, White. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jack Fox now. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll be forced to reckon with the Las Vegas Raiders. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the LA Rams. And then finally, Monday Night Football. The Ravens and Saints down at the Superdome at 8:15 Eastern Time. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now White. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Running out of the gun with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards to loss, and now they go for 2nd and 2 until 34.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far, and he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They begin with a run by Mixon, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
White's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Open man right side is Tony. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. White. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's White. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Going home reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. Forced out. Now White lost the football. fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action, here's White. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. He just throws it wide. That keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Mixon on the counter. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but now he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the 50, here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To the air again, Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call PPR?
The receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. White looks to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Herbert throwing again. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Herbert on first down now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And now out comes Houston. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Now White with a first down throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing on second and long. White. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Now White. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Sets up 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Over the middle here to Brown. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now White. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. White. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's White. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. White. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's White. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To throw, White. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. White dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Eagles, they